Hi everybody, it's Heather at Toshi and Bob. I wanted to introduce myself and say hello, and this is the first video that we are doing on the basics of scrapbooking. We sell a lot of scrapbooks at Toshi and Bob, and we sell various sizes. So this first video is going to show you some of the different sizes that we do in the shop, the most popular ones, and show you how that relates to your photograph sizes. So here I have in front of me an A4 scrapbook. This is by far our most popular size, and it measures, this one is landscape, so it's wider than it is tall. It's A4 and it measures approximately 11.25 by 8.25 inches. That's just approximate, but that's around about what it measures. And this A4 scrapbook will accept a variety of photograph sizes. The most popular photograph sizes that we see being used, and of course you can crop down your photographs, there's nothing stopping you doing that, or enlarging them, but 6 by 4 inches is a very popular size, and you can see that in this landscape book here where it's bound on the short edge, you can get a landscape 6 by 4 photograph in there, but if you wanted to get another 6 by 4, let's see, that's not going to happen, is it? So you'd have to have a landscape 6 by 4 and a portrait 6 by 4, but you could also fit in other photograph sizes, like for example an Instax photograph, which is much smaller, and you could fit in possibly Polaroid, lots of different Polaroid pictures which are around about 3.5 inches by 4.25 inches, and you can also fit in another popular size which is a 5 by 7 inches. You could fit 2 of those in portrait style, or you could fit one of those in the middle or to the side and put journaling, or a smaller photograph possibly, or if you squeeze it in you could do a 6 by 4 or pop Polaroid or an Instax photo next to that. So you can see how this particular size can accept a variety of different photographs, but when you start your scrapbook, you need to think about the photographs that you've got available and what sizes they are, and that will help you to figure out how many photos you can get in your book, because the size of the photo and the orientation of the photo will decide how many you can fit onto a page. So that just explains briefly the size A4. I'll show you also a couple of other sizes that we do. This is a 6 by 6. Now it's actually just a little bit less than 6 by 6 inches because of the binding, and we cut the pages down very slightly, so it's just under 6 by 6 inches. But you can see on here you could fit quite a few Instax photos on there, and also they're great for Polaroid photographs because they fit beautifully inside the 6 by 6. But when it comes to the 6 by 4, that's not really a goer. You can probably just about fit them in portrait, but they're a little bit big, so you'd have to cut them down, and certainly a 5 by 7 is too big for this style of book. So that's a 6 by 6, just approximate size. And another popular size that we have is half the size of an A4, and that's an A5 book. So we've got one here that is one of our memories books, and that's half the size of an A4. This is also landscape orientation, and that means it's bound on the short edge, so it's longer than it is tall, and that is half the size of the A4. So if I open this book up, we can see that the 5 by 7 photos do fit very nicely, but only in landscape if it's a landscape book, but they do fit very nicely with a border around. The 6 by 4 also fit nicely, but again it has to be in landscape style if it's a landscape book. And the Polaroids, you can get a couple of those side by side, and the Instax photos you can fit 3 in a row of those. So that's an A5 book. We also do some books that are A4 in portrait and also A5 in portrait. So the A5 again is exactly half the A4. So if it was in portrait style and it was an A4 book, it would be this way around, it would be bound on that edge. And this is an A5 portrait bound scrapbook. This is actually one of our sketchbooks, so people buy these to do artwork in, but you can use them as scrapbooks as well, and these are perfect, just like the landscape ones, but if you've got Polaroids and it's bound on that edge, then you can only fit the one, and your photos would need to be in portrait style, so they need to have the longer, they need to be taller than they are wide, if that makes sense. So there you go, so they're the different sizes of books that we do. I hope that helps you to figure out how many photographs you can fit and the photographs that you've got into your scrapbooks. Obviously as scrapbooks they are plain card pages, so when you come to stick your photographs down you're going to need photo corners or glue or double-sided tape to stick them down. But we'll go into that in the next video, I think. So thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have and you want to see more scrapbooking videos from Toshi and Bob, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel, and click the notification bell, because then you'll know when we've uploaded new videos. Thank you for joining me. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care. Bye.